Alright, so 55 was the most asked question on 414, so I'm going to solve it for you real quick. We'll start out with the circle, the diagram, so you have it. Alright, we have a triangle here, VW. We know that this length is 0.62. And we know that this is theta. And we also know an important fact, and that is this, that this is on the unit circle. The moment we see the word unit, or we know we're on the unit circle, that means 1. So we can fill in another length here, the hypotenuse being 1. That's going to be really helpful for us. So, when we are attacking this, it asks us to first find sine of theta, which is going to be my opposite over my hypotenuse. Now, I'm going to draw this triangle out a little bit bigger. So this is 0.62 and this is 1. And this is my theta. This is coming around. So I can label my sides, hypotenuse, opposite, and adjacent. So if we're finding sine of theta, that will be equal to my opposite over my hypotenuse, which is 0.62 over 1. Oh, actually, I should say negative 0.62 since we're going down. We're in quadrant 3. So my answer to this would be negative 0.62 for sine of theta, because it's your opposite over your hypotenuse. Alright, let's go down to B. B asks us to find cosine of theta, which would be adjacent over hypotenuse. Now we don't know our adjacent leg, but we can find it using trig or by using the Pythagorean theorem. So I'm just going to do that. 0.62 squared plus x squared equals 1 squared. 0.3844 plus x squared equals 1. 1 minus... Hold on, Steve's interrupting me. Alright, I'm back. That was Wallace. So I got x squared equals 0.6156. Take the square root of both. And we get 0.784. Well, so we can say 0.79. Alright. So I know that my adjacent leg is 0.79, so I can label this 0.79. So if we're finding my adjacent over hypotenuse, it's 0.79 over 1. So cosine of theta equals 0.79. Box this. Alright, so alpha is another angle with the same sine as theta, but a different cosine. What quadrant is alpha in? Alright, so looking at this, this is asking us to think critically about positive or negatives. So alpha is in another angle with the same sign as theta. Okay? So sine has to be negative. And right now we are in quadrant 3. So the question is, what other quadrant is sine negative? Well, all students take calculus. Sine is negative in quadrants 3 and 4. So if we've already dealt with 3, this must be in 4. So the other quadrant that sine is negative is in Q4. So this is your answer to C. And then the last one is D. B is another angle with the same cosine as theta, but a different sign. What quadrant is beta in? So cosine, we didn't even need that second part. So where is cosine positive? Cosine is positive in quadrants 1 and 4. So that, man, we are in quadrant 3. Ooh, excuse me. No, cosine, no wonder. Cosine is not positive. It's negative. Negative 0.79 because we are going to the left. So cosine is negative in quadrants 2 and 3. We've already used 3 because it's in there, so this must be quadrant 2. So the answer for D is quadrant 2. Okay? So quadrant 4 and quadrant 2. You're looking at the other place it's positive or negative in both cases. Okay? Alright, so you really got to connect this knowledge to the unit circle. And you cannot do that unless you know that this is 1. Alright, hope that helped.